What's up guys? Today's video is on the top 5 best camera phones in 2022. Through extensive research testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the need of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance or particular use, we have got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included the links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. So like the video, comment and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. We'll kick things off with the Google Pixel 5a, the best value camera phone available on the market in 2022. This smartphone has the same Snapdragon 765G chipset, 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage as Pixel 4a, along with the same cameras has its predecessor, a 12-megapixel main camera, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the back end, as well as an 8-megapixel front camera. The Pixel 5a has a 6.34-inch Full HD OLED screen and is rated for dust and water resistant. The fingerprint sensor mounted back is incredibly accurate, and the main camera is capable of a digital zoom up to 7 times. But other than that, the setting of the Pixel 5a camera is just as good as its predecessor, and thanks to the Google's top-notch photo software, you can capture images even in complete darkness. Without much noise, the Pixel 5a has retained the crown of its predecessor as one of the most affordable phones with great night camera on the market. An 8-megapixel selfie camera is included in the mix, which delivers pretty detailed photos. For the front camera, probably thanks to the Google's exemplary imaging software, the sound quality of the Pixel 5a is pretty good. Thanks to the stereo speakers, the top speaker is tucked into the headset, which is barely noticeable. Dent above the screen combined with the lower speaker, the Pixel 5a can be loud and penetrating. Google is quite proud of the Pixel 5a screen, calling it the largest ever seen on a frameless Pixel. At 6.43-inch, the Full HD OLED screen 5a is vibrant and vivid. One of the most significant improvements of the Pixel 5a is its 4000 mAh battery, which has a significantly higher capacity than the previous model. Higher capacity usually means longer battery life, and this is the case here. For the list price, you can beat this one. Up next, we present you the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, the best Android camera phone on the market in 2022. The Galaxy S22 Ultra is the most advanced smartphone Samsung has made so far, and if it's not enough, it's modeled the units, the two most famous series of the Samsung phones, into one to ultimately create a high-end smartphone. The build quality is excellent, as is impressive 6.8-inch screen of camera system, and overall performance as if that wasn't enough. The integration of the S Pen provides us an additional benefit that fans of the Note series miss so much. Aside from the fact that it has an integrated S Pen, the Galaxy S22 Ultra differs from the rest of the S22 series and that it has a more complete camera system, with 2 telephoto sensors included in the mix, along with the 108-megapixel main camera with a 6.8-inch screen. The S22 Ultra is one of the largest and heaviest non-folding phones on the market today, and without a doubt one of the heaviest to use with one hand. As with all top Samsung in recent years, the quality of the material and the construction are two aspects of the Galaxy S22 Ultra that stand out. We must also add other classic features of the best Samsung smartphones, such as the IP68 certificate, which guarantees water resistance up to 1.5 meters in depth for 30 minutes. It should save you from most accidental splashes or falls. As for the camera, we are looking at an impressive technical marvel, which is a set of sensors integrated into the device. We must also mention the significantly improved software, which raises the quality of the photos to a high level. So there is a main Samsung sensor with 108 megapixel, an ultra-wide angle sensor, 12 megapixel, a 3 times telephoto sensor, the 10 megapixel Sony IMX754 and a 10x telephoto sensor, laser autofocus sensor, and a 40 megapixel front camera. A common feature of all sensors is the ability to calculate a pleasant white balance and display colors in most scenes, even at night. Finally, the front selfie camera offers the expected level with a high level of detail and a wide dynamic range. Good stuff, thumbs up from here. For all you Apple fans, we especially highlight the Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max, the best Apple camera phone in 2022. With a high resolution screen and the longest battery life of any iPhone, this model is probably the best phone in Apple's iPhone 13 line. The only difference compared to the smaller iPhone 13 Pro is, however, the size of the screen and the battery, so the Mac is worth paying more if you are really giving priority to those things. By the way, the device has all the new additions that the iPhone 13 Pro has. From the updated 3-lens camera system to the 120Hz Pro motion screen, the most powerful phone processor ever, and that builds on what was already so great about the iPhone 12 Pro, including a beautiful stainless steel frame, Apple Pro RAW photo support, and an amazing Dolby Vision HDR screen. There's a big upgrade to a range of rear cameras, a killer new screen with Pro Motion, bringing a 120Hz refresh to the iPhone for the first time, and a larger battery for longer use. Upgrading the camera is significant. Even if you on the surface, it looks like the same triple adjustment to the camera as before. All the three cameras are new. The main camera has a larger sensor and a wider aperture. The ultra-wide camera now offers a macro focus of up to an inch plus a wider aperture, and the telephoto lens is longer at 77mm equivalent. All three allows night shooting. Apple points out the cameras can capture 50% more light, and the lens have another trick. The ultra-wide lens can be used for macro photography with a focal length of 2 cm, which is the first for the iPhone. On top of all this, Apple has boosted its image processing game again with a new chip in the A15 processor that focuses on noise reduction and tone mapping and provides the next generation of Apple's excellent smart HDR processing for high contrast scenes. When it comes to video, you can record video up to 4K at 60 fps in Dolby Vision HDR 1080p at 240 fps. All videos naturally benefit from the fact that the cameras let in more light, which is the main improvement in quality. Here there is a quality product, and all we can do is to recommend it. If you want a top quality product and you are ready to spend a few dollars more, we single out the OnePlus 10 Pro for you, also known as the best premium camera phone in 2022. This model draws attention with an exceptional photography offering, especially in expand mode, which will almost make you forget normal and wide angle modes. The 6.7-inch screen has a refresh rate of 120Hz, so notice every frame the game generates for perfect fluidity in itself. All the Android animation in terms of performance, Qualcomm's Snapdragon 801 chip delivers the best hardware with 12GB of RAM and 128 or 256GB of internal memory. OnePlus 10 Pro offers simply spectacular photos. If we are talking about the hardware, the device has 3 sensors. The main sensor is Sony IMX789 with a 48 megapixels resolution. The ultra-wide angle sensor is the Samsung JN1 with a 50 megapixel resolution, while the telephoto sensor sports an 8 megapixel resolution in standard shooting mode. We find access to HDR AI mode and fast options such as timer or aspect ratio change, width and height. Finally, we can check out the Pro mode, which follows user to adjust the ISO shutter speed, overall brightness, white balance and manual focus. Also, video recording is at a very high level. It's capable of recording an 8K at a frame rate of 24 fps, but surprised most users was 4K video recording, which goes up to 120 fps. The usual thing is to record in 4K at 60 fps at best, and the possibility of recording at 120 fps is quite spectacular. As for the battery anatomy, we find a 5000 mAh battery with a faster charge of 80 watts. The battery numbers are good. You won't have any problem reaching 6 o'clock. It's charging fast as lightning. It only takes half an hour to fully recharge. If you can afford speed, we could say go for it. Finally, we present the long-awaited gold medal and title of the best overall camera phone available on the market in 2022. And the winner is Google Pixel 6 Pro. We are looking at a new leading smartphone designed as a true standard for the world for Android mobility, which want to be the best in all segments. The device has a large 6.7-inch OLED screen in 1440p and refresh rate of 120Hz, which is the best available today. Remember that this refresh rate allows you to display more images per second, thus provides additional visual comfort. Speaking of photos, the Pixel 6 Pro is equipped with a module consisting of a main 50-megapixel sensor, a 12-megapixel wide-angle sensor, and a third 48-megapixel telephoto sensor. Now to upgrade, Pixel 6 Pro makes great shots both outdoors and indoors. Whether it's contrast light or color management, we have nothing to complain about. Night mode is very successful. It offers readable shots that perfectly manage the lack of light. We are thrilled by the design of the Pixel 6 Pro. The products offer 3 display modes: enhanced, natural colors, and customizable screen that juggles between the first two. Finally, the brightness of the 510 CDM2 guarantees very good readability even on a sunny day. In short, we have a perfect screen here, no words. One of the Google's big hits with the Pixel 6 is on the processor. This focuses on security but also on photo processing and the battery saving with the promise of maximum power. Overall, these products deliver premium performance at the best possible price. Quality ratio, you wanted the best and you got it. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.